Welcome everybody, Farm Sim Snowy here, and welcome to Haut-Beyleron, which is another base game map in FS22. This is the French map. So we start off here in all three modes. This is the map if we zoom out. Don't think it's as big as Elm Creek, or maybe it's just made to look like it's not as big, but I certainly didn't think it felt as long going round the map when I had a quick tour around earlier. But this is the map. I'm in new farmer mode, and in new farmer mode it starts you off down here at your main farm. You get fields 38, 40 and 41. You can buy these in chunks if you're in Farm Manager or start from scratch. So the farm and field 38 is 148,000 just over to buy. Field 40 is 81,624 and field 41 is just over 141,000. In terms of field prices, they vary, as you can imagine. I think field 2, even though it looks bigger than say 12, in terms of size I think is the cheapest at 87,000 just over, because if you go on 12, takes in this grass area, and I think there's a few trees there. That's 140,000 to buy. There's a main forestry area up here, that is 926,000 to buy, and then round the outside of the map you've got chunks of forestry which normally take in fields. 553 for that, 275, 267, like so. I think field 26 is the largest. That's just over 1.1 million, so quite expensive. The BGA is down here. Now it is different, if you're not aware, as on FS19, whereas the BGA you could click on this map and buy the BGA. You cannot do that now. You have to buy it as a production chain if you want to own it, but you can use the BGAs without owning them. You don't have to own them or as a production chain. You can sell at the BGA. I'll go through all that when we get there, but you get paid instantly if you don't own it, which is pretty cool. You don't have to wait till midnight, and you don't have to buy it if you don't want to. As you can see, there's various production chains dotted around, and we've also got various sell points like that, which we'll visit as we go round. I think that's pretty much it. There is a train that runs through the map. It goes along like this, up here, around and back through like that. We'll show you all the, or I will show you all the areas, but basically at the end, either end of the train track, we've got a sell point which is a marathon. Works a bit like the Elm Creek one if you watch my map tour on that, and again marathon. So basically you can sell crops to marathon like you would at normal sell point, and then we've got the train silo you can access from the railroad like that, and you can access it from the road as well. There's also a couple of rent train points which we'll go through as well as we get to them. So like I say, we're up here at our main farm. This is where we start off, and in new farmer mode it is 250 slots if you come on here in new farmer mode. Now you can sell off all your machinery and equipment, because if we go into here again, it's slightly changed. It no longer appears all up across the top. If we go down to the garage symbol, our owned items are now here, and they're split up into categories, so it's showing we own something out of all of those categories. So you can come in here and you can sell from this menu, or you can sell them up at the shop if you want to earn more. Slot counts up the top there, 250, and we'll go through that in a second. But just by selling off your vehicles you can get the slot count down to 172. But if you want to get that even lower, because all these buildings, even the water point over there, that shed, it's not in your garage, you need to go into build mode, which is here. If we go up to the farmhouse, you see it changes colour. So when you're on a building like that, if you select it, so for me it's R3, comes up with this, you can sell that from there. So you can sell all these buildings, your silo, your bunker silo, your hay loft, this shed, even this water point. If you sell all of them like that along with your vehicles, you can get the slot count down to 79, which is mental. Farm manager and start from scratch, if you come on here in those two modes, it's 79 slots as well, but none of this is here. It's all an open space. The fields are obviously still here, but you get no tractors or equipment. The farmhouse isn't here, none of the sheds, silo, nothing. It's just an open space, so you can build up if you want to that way. So I think that's all that little bit. We'll have a tour around the farm. So new farmer mode, you've got your tractors all set up at different points on the fields ready to go. We've got a pickup there which we'll use in a second. We come up here, I've left the icons on just so you can see where we're at. Come up to this icon, this is our sleep trigger, and if you're not aware, it's now cool. You don't have to wait till 7 PM to be able to sleep. You can now select what time you want to wake up, so you can go from 5 AM right up to 9 AM. So if you want to wake up at 6 AM, just click that. We can actually sleep now, and it will sleep now all the way around to 6 AM the next day or next month, depending on what cycle you've got it on. This is that exclamation mark there, that is your wardrobe. So if you want to come in here and change your clothes and your outfit, you can come to this icon, which is pretty cool. Running around here, like I say, tractor ready to go. These are our fields, harvesters ready to go. Lovely farmhouse with some outdoor seating. This is our farm silo, 400,000 litre capacity. Your tip in is there and your pipe out is just there. Just does your standard sort of crops. Got a bunker silo just there. Harvesters all ready to go. We've got a hay loft over here. That's the point. I'm not sure what the capacity is of that, but we can soon tell you, because if we come down into here, go to silos, we've got the hay loft there. It's 250,000 litre capacity. That just takes hay and straw. So you tip in there for your hay and straw, and your pipe out just there if you want to collect it. Got like an easy shed just there. Some more of our equipment, which we'll go through in a second, and we've got a water tank there. If you have one of these or you place one of these down, it will charge you to fill up with the water. So let's have a quick look at our equipment. Look, we start off with new farmer mode. So we have got a Steyr 8150 small tractor, medium tractors. We've got a Voucher 8750 and a Massey Ferguson MF 3670 harvester. We've got a Deutschfahr Topliner 4090H. We've got in cars Lizard pickup 2017, which we've just seen. Trailers, we've got the Valga DK115. Header for your Deutschfahr. We've got the Grape EG 3/9 cultivator. And in seeder, we've got the Nordsten HK25 plus NS 3030. Which will plant all those crops down the bottom: wheat, barley, oat, canola, soybeans, oilseed radish or cover crop, grass and sorghum. 3 metre working width. Trailer for your header, and then we've got a couple of weights there, both 750 in weight. So that is what we've got. Let's go. Oh, look at the deer. There's 4 of them. One's just run through the house. Let's jump in the pickup and we'll have a little tour around. Put the mini map on so we know where we're going. So we'll go out of here and we're going to head up to the shop. I'll just zoom out a little bit. That is our first port of call. Hopefully there's no traffic coming. He's going that way. That's good for us. So yes, really nice features on this map. I know some of the base game maps have been a little bit slated by people, but I think they've done a pretty good job. I mean, it's going to be absolutely fantastic to see what the modders can do, I must admit. But for now, we've got these 3 maps. So this is our shop, Armand Moteurs. This is your shop menu. Come up to there, you can access this menu like that. Pretty cool. Down the side, we've got our workshop trigger. So you pull into here for your customization, repair, selling and repainting, and that is your symbol to activate it. Next door even, we've got a fuel point, so a fuel station like so. Then we're going to come out of here and head up into this area. Some of the buildings on this map are very, very smart. Definitely gives you a Mediterranean vibe. As you can see, a lovely bridge over the water there. We need to go down that road, but we're going to go up here first because this one's a little bit awkward to get to in terms of the way I want to go round. And then we're going to pull in up behind here because this is your first sale point / production point, and this is Au Fournil des Champs, which is your bakery. So you can tip in as normal, a sell point just there. If you want to buy it as a production chain, you need to come up to the spanner. It's 50,000 to buy. If you do that, the pallets will spawn in this area of bread. And then off we go again. I'll head out this way and then we'll go back on ourselves and go down that road that I was talking about. But look at that, it's very, very nice. Feels a little bit lighter than Elm Creek as well. Sometimes on Elm Creek it just seems a little bit dark to me, especially when I've been doing my tutorials on there, and it's kind of hard to get a nice thumbnail because it just feels a bit dark. Next up here we have got, I'm going to probably murder some of these names. So this is Fromage de Lune, which is your cheese dairy. Again, you can use it as a normal sale point, so your sort of tip in delivery point is just there. If you use it as a production chain, your pallets are going to spawn there. And you can just sell milk here, I think, and your production point to buy it is just there. You can buy it for 50,000 if you wish to. I'll just jump in there and I'll quickly show you on the map where we've been. So we started off at our main farm and we came up here and we visited the shop and the fuel station. We came along. This was the bakery, sorry. Down here we're now at the cheese dairy. We're going to come all the way down. We'll check out this train setup and I'll talk you through that. And then we'll head on sort of round like a loop and we'll go all the way up round like that, sort of clockwise round the map. Finish off here, I think, at the Spinnery. That is the plan. So we need to go straight down this road. Lots of trees either side of the road. I'm guessing if you owned the land you could chop them down. That road we just passed back there leads back to our farm. So this is the railroad silo setup. So I'm just going to stop there. So we've got 2 tip-in points. I'm not sure why, I haven't tested it. Maybe one's for one sort of type and one's for the other sort of crop, I don't know. Your pipe out is just going to be there. If we run round to the railroad tracks, you've got a similar sort of setup. You can tip in from the train and you can take out via that pipe up there. Now you can do it either way round, so you could tip in from the road and you can then get out with the train, or vice versa. It doesn't have to be one or the other, so it's pretty cool like that. And if you did want to sell via the train, you come up to this icon I'm just going to quickly turn on the help menu. It's a little bit annoying not having the side panel working on this game yet. So if we come up here, it says rent train for €1,000 per hour. Now if you only use the train for a couple of minutes, it will only charge you for those minutes. It won't charge you a full €1,000. It will just charge you for what you use it. So basically, if you want to sail to Marathon, from here you can call the train, providing you've tipped in some grain into the silo. Call the train up, it will come here, you can jump in it like a normal vehicle, drive in under here. In fact, is that the train there? Here comes the train. But we can't access the train yet until we rent it. We just go straight past. So then you can load up from this pipe into one of the grain carts, and then you can drive off and it will go and sail to Marathon. You'll get paid instantly, I think, and then you will also get deducted the amount that you used the train for, if that makes sense. Moving on from there, we are going to head to the BGA, I think, which is just over there in the distance. Oh, we've also got a lime buy point there, so you pull up underneath there with a trailer, you can buy lime from there, which is pretty cool. As you can see, we've got some of the fields down here, lots of weeds in. Another fuel station just there as well. Whoa there. That's alright, I'll wait for you. This is the BGA. So we've got various tipping points here. This is where you can sell your slurry. Like I say, you can sell here without having to own it. You get paid instantly, so you can sell slurry at that point. You've got some shed space here if you want to use it. And then we've got a couple of tipping points. You can get to these up here on this raised platform. You can sell your silage, manure just there, like so. A couple of bunker silos just over there. And if we drive down through here and jump out, if you wanted to own the BGA as a production chain, you come up to this spanner again. This is going to cost you a whopping 1.5 million though, so quite hefty. And then if we drive round the back here, we have got a point to take your digestate out. Now, I haven't tested this, but if you sell anything here without owning it as a production chain, I don't think you get any digestate. You just get paid for what you're selling. So you will not get any digestate unless you own that as a production chain. So something to just be aware of. So from here we're going to come back out. There's going to be another car going to just ram their way through. Head up this way. And then we've got next coming up the animal dealer, which has also got a sell point up there, and there's also a sell point to sell your stones or your rocks from your fields. Obviously you don't have to have field stones on, but if you have and you collect them up, you can sell them up at this place. So I'm just going to stop there before I hit the wall. So this is the animal dealer sell point just here. I'm not going to go through which one takes what, but that is your sell point for the animal dealer. You can access, if you want to know what you can sell at certain places, if you go into this menu. So if we wanted to sell some oats, for instance, you can come down. It will give you a list of all possible places where you can sell oats and the prices, and then you can pick the best price, whichever suits you the most. So I'm just going to quickly run round the back. Now this is a little bit not awkward to get to, but there's not really a proper road round, so you can see you've got this grass area here, but round the back here is the debris crusher, which is where you're going to sell your stones, and it's exactly the same there. You've got to sort of come through in between someone's field and all these bushes, so it's not the best place to access, but that is where you're going to sell your stones. If we run back round to the front where our pickup is, we have got our animal dealer, which is where you can buy your animals from. Now, none of the base game, well, I think Erlengratt has, but Elm Creek and this map has not got any animal pens in place, so you will have to place them yourself. So if I click on that, it's going to tell us we don't own any, so we can't buy any animals, but this is where you'd buy them from. You can bring a animal transport trailer up and buy them from there. Let's have a quick look at the map, show you what we did. So we came down to the railroad setup, past the fuel station, into the BGA. We'll come up this way, and we're now at the animal dealer with the debris crusher and sell point. So then we're going to head straight up here. This is going to be the grain mill. This is our next port of call. I wish they'd get that collision camera sorted out, that's quite annoying. So if we swing a right here, oh no we don't, we go straight down here, that would do. This is the grain mill. Again, you can use it as a normal sale point, or you can buy it as a production chain. To buy it, it's 96,000 to buy, and if you do own it, pallets are going to spawn there. It's a bit noisy there, so apologies for that. I'm going to back up round here and go out the same way we came in. We need to cross this lovely bridge, and this bit coming up with the viaducts that the train goes over is just awesome. Look at all this lovely architecture, pretty impressive. We need to go straight on here up this road. I think next up we have got the Grape processing unit, which is just over there on the hill. I do like the way it sort of sweeps up. 1 minute you're down sort of lower, and then all of a sudden you're climbing a hill and it goes up elevated like this. You can see all the fields, some of them are on angles, slopes. So this is our Grape processing unit. Again, your tip-in point will just be there. Pallets will appear there if you've got it as a production chain, and we can buy this for 80,000. That is your grapes. Heading on up out this way, got a nice sort of observatory over there in the distance on the hill. Oh, there's some deer. Oh dear. Literally, oh dear. Just run them over. Now, I don't know if you noticed that, you do get a bit of flashing on here, the ground. There we go. That happens now and then, and it is happening again. So hopefully that will get sorted. But look at some of these buildings here, look. Very, very nice. I like this wall here, how they've done that. And then we need to go right here, and we've got another very nice looking building, like so. And then just down here, it does tell us on this sign actually, this is Le Jardin des Fermiers, which is your farm shop. So if we pull in here, we've got a sell point just here. This is just a sell point, by the way. So you pull up, you can tip in. I think this has got 2 sell points. There's another one around the back there we visit. I think this is going to be for all your loose products, so like your crops, etc. And then anything that you can sell, like eggs, any of the products from the greenhouses you can sell up here. I think that's going to be for this sell point round the back. I haven't tested it, but that is my sort of guess if I was to put money on it. So that is your farm shop, not a production chain, just a sell point. We're going to cut through these fields here, there's your forestry area right in front of you. So it looks like it's got plenty of trees to cut down. There's some cars coming. And if we go right here, and then we want to take immediate left, I think this is next the biomass heating plant, which is just a sell point again. And you can sell straw and wood chips here, but you can also sell wood by the look of it. So if we jump out, so your tip in would just be there for your straw and your wood chips. If we come up to this icon, it comes up with sell wood. Again, not tested it, but I'm assuming you're going to be able to sell wood there, so that's pretty cool. Let's go back to the map. So we went up to the grain mill, we came out, across all of this bit here, under the viaducts up here, Grape processing unit, and then I come all the way round and into here, which was the farm shop. Cut across these fields, there's your forestry area. You are now here at the biomass heating plant. There is another fuel station up there, but I'm not going to show you that because it's basically just the same sort of setup of what we've just seen. So now we've got a similar scenario with the trains. Again, I won't go into too much detail with that. I'll just show you where the tip in and pipe out is, etc. It's a slightly different setup. The road side is anyway. So over the train tracks, and then swing a right, and we'll go in. And as you can see, your tip in is there, and your pipe out now is underneath that chute, like so. We've got another lime buy point just there in front of us, which is pretty cool. And if we run up here, we've got another rent train icon option, and then your tip in and pipe out again for the road railroad side of it is just there. So again, pretty cool. Jumping in here, we've got a couple of production chains right on top of each other. Pretty handy because one's carpentry and one's a sawmill, so they're going to come in handy being next door to each other. First of all, we've got carpentry. Sell point is just going to be there. Again, you can sell wood here by the look of it. You've got this icon come up. Your pallets are going to spawn there if you're using it as a production chain. And if we want to buy it as a production chain, it's going to cost us 60,000. Just over here, this is the sawmill. Again, we've got another point to sell wood. We tip in just there as well. And then I think you're going to get wood chips out from there, because so far in the game that icon means it's something you can get out and put into a trailer. So I'm thinking you might be able to get wood chips out of there. If you want to buy this as a production point, 100,000 for the sawmill. So that is that area done and dusted. So we are now here. We've got another rent train point just there, and that's where it goes off to sell to Marathon. We're going to head round now, and we're going to go here. So if I just stop at the end of this road and look left, you should see the icon just over there for the rent train. It's two pretty close together there, which is a little bit odd, but it is what it is. Nice and open up here. Try and stay on the road if I can, he says. And then we've got another sell point just in front of us. This is GCHB grain elevator, and this is another sell point, not a production point, just a sell point. And you've got that sell point which is just there, so you drive up in there, tip into there, but round the back we've also got another lime buy point just there, so you can drive round from there, which I could have done. There's a lime buy point just there. Lovely Citroen 2CV. Just showing that we are actually in France. So we're going to head out of here. And then we should have left just the Spinnery, I think. So we need to come out of this road. Take a right and then immediately left. And I do like this drive up into the Spinnery. It is very nice. Very nice, crisp, clean road. Got the trees either side. There's some more deer. Look, I'll try not to run them over. Houses just there, I think. And when we get up here, we've got a lovely view. Just going to jump out. And check that view out. Look at that. Gorgeous. Where's the pickup gone? And then just up the top of the hill here, we have got the Spinnery. Again, another grand entrance. Got some big warehouse sheds either side. Your tip-in point is just going to be here. And then if we jump out, your pallets are going to appear just there. If you want to use it as a production chain, come up to the spanner. That's going to cost 60,000. Like so. And that is it. We've done the map. Went all the way around, sort of clockwise, taking it all in. That is Haut-Beyleron. I hope you have all enjoyed the map tour. If you have, please give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.